loaded up and returning home after 6 years in Jordan. This family wouldn't talk on camera, but said they're confident life is getting better in their hometown of Daraa in Syria. Travelling between the two countries is getting easier. Amani Kapatilo is from Damascus and has 2 children. She's travelling home after visiting her sister, a refugee in Jordan.
Businesses are opening again and manufacturing is restarting. Thank God the situation is becoming more stable.
Since October, the Jaber border crossing point has reopened, and it's mostly traders and truckers which are using this route into southern Syria. Some families are also returning to their homes in Syria and leaving Jordan, but from what we've seen, only a very few are doing that. Further down the line, we found another family of exiles, chancing to leave their refuge for 6 years and returning to Daraa, just 13 kilometers north of the border with Jordan.
I'm going to see my business and go back to work, and I want to see my family. For 6 years, I haven't seen my father or my mother. I want to see my family.
As the opening hours are extended at the checkpoints, there are regular cross-border bus services now. Jordanian and Syrian traders are regularly doing business on both sides of the border after Jaber was shut for 3 years.
I transport goods and sometimes passengers from Syria to Jordan and from Jordan to Syria. The situation is good, thank God. It's good, that's all I know, and the facilities are good.
But it's not good enough for the majority of Syrian refugees, and unlikely to attract as many as the government perhaps would like to see return in the short term.
We have a radio program called Syrians Amongst Us, and we're tracking every day. The return is very, very slow. Less than 2%, I think, have returned since they opened the borders. So we have a situation where people will not return as long as they are not finding safety, that they can have a home to go to and a job. Without safety, a home and a job, why would somebody go back?
A few kilometers away, tens of thousands of Syrians have decided they aren't going anywhere yet. Satari is one of the world's largest refugee camps. Inside, I meet Ahmad, a 16-year-old student with big dreams.
After I finish study, I want to be a doctor. I will study medicine at university.
And do you want to study medicine in Jordan, or will you go back to Syria?
I'd rather to study here in Jordan because there is war in Syria.
You don't want to go back?
I hope I go back to my country if the war ended.
The Satari camp has a permanent air to it. There are schools, health clinics, youth clubs, police and soldiers to guard those inside. And there are 2 long, busy streets of shops and businesses. But it's the uncertainty and insecurity of what life in Syria now would feel like, which is keeping this family in Satari.
I left Syria because it was dangerous and there wasn't any medical treatment for my children. It was very difficult, and we've been in Zaatari for 6 to 7 years now. We can't return because of the situation in Syria and no health care for my children. I don't have a home anymore.
More than 12,000 refugees out of an estimated 1.3 million have returned to Syria according to official statistics. Offering a temporary home to so many means Jordan's government has struggled to curb public debt of $40 billion. That's equivalent to 95% of its gross domestic product. On Satari's dusty streets, these children are oblivious to their parents' agonizing decisions over where their future lies, or how an open border a few kilometers away may alter their lives. Iolo Dafydd, the newsmakers on the Jordan-Syrian border.